Want to give Sikhs out there a report on some of the goings on over at SikhNet. First, if you're wondering what the shooting in the background is, I'm participating in a rifle match, and you might hear some shots there in the background. I have a little travel trailer that I stay in, rifle range. It's very comfortable and nice. So this latest article by Guruka Singh, who, for some of you who may not know, is the director over there at SikhNet, is just really appalling. It's an article published on the 3HO website, and he titles it "Hanging On by His Fingernails." Basically, Guruka Singh says that he got these fingernails of Yogi Bhajan after Yogi Bhajan cut them off his fingers and put them in a locket. It's just disgusting, and it's completely against Sikh teachings. I don't know what these people are thinking. It's just really appalling. He goes on to say that he put these fingernails, absolutely disgusting, in a locket, and then he says that it protected him from falling off a roof and killing himself. He ended up breaking his leg and hurting his back. And so I just really wonder what kind of delusional, psychotic fantasies these people are under. Or, you know, they're under this Yogi Bhajan's fantasy spell. There's probably a little of both, actually. So I'll put a link to this article here, and you can read it for yourself. This was just posted on the 3HO website. And, you know, for Guruka, who has been supposedly a Sikh for like 40 years, this is just completely beyond the pale. Completely anti-Sikh. Sikhs do not believe in these talismans. We believe in the Word of God, Waheguru, for our protection. That's all we look to for our protection. But Guruka Singh and these silly 3HO people used, and there's an article about tantric numerology too at this 3HO website, about all of these Shiv Shakti yogas and tantrics that are, like I said, completely against Sikh teachings. So I invite you all to read a couple different books which talk more about this subject of Yogi Bhajan's anti-Sikh teachings. If you haven't read this, Dr. Trilochan Singh's book, Sikhism and Tantric Yoga, is very good. I'll put a link to it also in the description of this video. And he spent several months with Yogi Bhajan back in the late 70s. And Dr. Trilochan Singh astutely observed how Yogi Bhajan was using the Sikh religion to promote his own Bhajanism, his own tantric yoga agenda. And now these 3HO people, SikhNet, these other 3HO people, are trying to subvert and subsume Sikhi into their own Bhajanism. They are after your money. I just received a survey from Guruka Singh where he wants to know more about what people's interests are and things like this. It's all oriented towards getting your money and then using it towards their tantric agenda. Gurmustic, over there at SikhNet too, has proposed that they integrate all of their donation efforts for all the 3HO and all these Yogi Bhajan organizations into one central location. And so beware of these SikhNet people. That's all I can say. They're completely in a delusion about Yogi Bhajan and about his teachings. Yogi Bhajan was anti-Sikh. You can read my book. I spent 30 years with Yogi Bhajan. And I'll send you a free copy of it if you'd like. A PDF copy I'll send you for free. You can also buy the Kindle version for 99 cents on Amazon. So read my book. It tells in detail about my experiences with these people. And don't let them fool you. They're really against Sikhi. There was a really great article on Sikh News Network which showed Yogi Bhajan's true leanings towards these Hindu Vata teachings, where he had a Hindu last rites ceremony when he died. His wife and sons all participated in it, and then of course SikhNet covered that up. They don't want Sikhs to know what was really going on with Yogi Bhajan. So that's a very good article. Then also I'd recommend, there was another good article on Sikh News Network where this Baba Singh talks about his experiences with Yogi Bhajan, where Yogi Bhajan evidently was at the Darbar Sahib and he took the prasad that was meant for Guru Sahib and he ate it right there in front of everybody before Guru Sahib was served. And Baba asked him right there, he said, why are you eating the prasad? He said, I'm the Guru, Yogi Bhajan said. But anyway, you can read more about those stories and how Yogi Bhajan set himself up as the Guru. And so these SikhNet people are carrying that forward. Now they'll appear that they're promoting Gurmat practices, but this is a front. Don't let them fool you. Their real agenda is to subsume Sikhi into this Bhajanism and get you involved with their tantric yoga, all of these talismans. They have idols there at their gurdwaras, and this Baba Siri Chand, this golden idol. They have all kinds of astrology. They do pujas, all of these things that are completely against Sikh teachings. Look closely at this and ask them questions. And what's very interesting, when you start asking Guruka and Gurmastic about these different things that are against Sikh teachings, they either will ignore you or send you a letter saying that we have censored your comments if you try to make comments on their SikhNet or other Yogi Bhajan forums and websites. So this in itself, about the censoring thing, shows you that it's really a cult over there these 3HO people are involved in. Well, again, I hope you read these books and watch some of my other videos. I've got more details about these Yogi Bhajan people and what they're really into. And hope you read this article too here by Guruka Singh. Like I said, it's on the 3HO website, and it's called Hanging On by His Fingernails. The Self-Sensory Human in Action is what Guruka calls this article. Again, I'll put a link to it there in the description, and you can read through it yourself. And it's very clear that he says, he took the toenail clippings of Yogi Bhajan's. Yogi Bhajan gave them to him, and he was so enamored by these toenail clippings. It's just, if it weren't true, it would be really funny, actually. But it's really sad, actually, that these people are so delusional about Yogi Bhajan. I've got pictures in other places where they're prostrating at his death place. There in Espanola, New Mexico. And you can see the pictures for yourself. Pictures don't lie. You can see those pictures where they're prostrating in front of his death place and then worshiping before this idol of Baba Siri Chand, this golden idol Baba Siri Chand. So we need to bring these people back into the Sikh fold and to tell them what's really what Sikhs are really about. And don't donate to SikhNet. They certainly don't need the money, and you don't know what the money's going towards. They have this huge budget of $250,000 a year for SikhNet, and they certainly don't need that. For even the things that they do, they really don't need that kind of money. I know I've investigated other Sikh websites, and they don't use nearly that kind of money. In fact, that Global World Radio, Gurmani World Radio, uses only $500 a year, and they have more radio stations than SikhNet has, Sikh radio stations. So don't let them fool you. And if you get this letter from Guruka asking for more donations or survey, just tell them that they need to stop these anti-Sikh practices, these practices of Yogi Bhajan's, and start adopting real Sikh values and practices. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.